Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for visiting the YouTube channel for bestbiblecommentaries.com. In this video, I'm going to talk about 8 biblical studies and commentary resources whose text is available for free online. I should say text or audio is available for free online. A lot of times people will use free reference materials online, but without knowing the theological perspective of the authors, or their approach to the text. And so I thought I would make some comments on those too. But primarily this is giving you some indication of what is available for free online, and so you can begin to use them today. A few of them, like this one, they're difficult to find by search, by using a search engine. And so I'm going to put links in the description box down below so you can have direct access to them. Also, if there's free resources that you commonly use online, and I don't mention them in this video, feel free to leave a comment down below so other people can look there and access some other resources that I didn't mention. So the first one I'll mention is the Outline Bible by Harold Wilmington. I mentioned this resource a few years ago because it is available for free online. This book outlines every passage of the Bible, and it really can help teachers and preachers to organize all the different passages of Scripture. Harold Wilmington taught at Liberty University and has a premillennial perspective. And so that's reflected especially in books like Revelation and the second half of Daniel. But even if you're not premillennial, there's others. I turn to the Psalms here, and you'd like to see an outline of Psalms that will preach or that will teach, that's full of, here's 3 points or 2 points and alliteration throughout and so forth. This is a great resource to use. Again, link down below. Liberty has these all in downloadable PDFs as too. And what I mean by all is all of Wilmington's resources, his collected works, are available on the Liberty University website. He passed away a few years ago, and the university and his family, I believe, decided to put all of his material available for free online for anyone to use. A couple other biblical studies resources, and then I'll talk about the commentaries. So I know I've shown this before on my channel. This is one of the tools that I use the most. It's a Topical Bible. I usually get my free resources through Bible Hub, or I access them through Bible Hub. I don't know if they have Naves or not. I have another website bookmarked for when I use Naves online. And so, again, I'll put the link in the description down below. Other resources, another Bible study resource that's available online is Concordances. I'm not going to pull this out because I'd have to adjust my camera. The book's just too big. But it's a King James version, a King James Concordance of the Bible. A lot of the King James tools are available for free online because the King James is in the public domain. Most Bible translations are available for free online, but the tools associated with them, many of them are the modern translations, are still not available for free online because they're not in the public domain yet. So now let's talk about the commentaries. So the first one I'll talk about is I've been using this commentary for 25 years, and I'm still not sure of the pronunciation of it. I'm going to give it my best shot. I believe you say it Keil and Delitzsch. That's what I got. If I'm wrong, feel free to leave a comment. But this is an Old Testament only commentary series, and Keil and Delitzsch were conservative Lutherans. Now, there'll be some perspectives in the commentary that we might not associate with the conservative label today. But some of the theology, a lot of the theology, we probably would. So, for instance, Keil and Delitzsch, I'm showing you a volume from the wisdom literature, but take Genesis 1 and 2, for example. So they will interpret that with what we would call today as a young earth creationist perspective, which most of us would say that's a conservative viewpoint. However, they do entertain a lot of textual criticism, they regularly entertain and argue for textual criticism throughout the Pentateuch and the Old Testament in a way that some conservatives today would be uncomfortable with. So in relation to textual criticism and their approach to Scripture, I would call it moderately critical, perhaps, at least in sections. But the theology is generally conservative. But this is one of those sets, by the way, that if you want the hard copy set, like this is an old used one, you can usually find the whole, I think the set's 12 volumes maybe. You can usually find it online for under $100, the whole set for under $100. So that might be a consideration. All right, Jamieson-Fausset-Brown's commentary is well known online. People use it a lot. Originally, I think it was 6 volumes. That is available for free online, as is this concise version. And what's noteworthy about this, their approach to the text, is, again, I would call it moderately critical, somewhat like Keil and Delitzsch. The theology would lean more conservative, and their approach to the text, at least in places, I would call moderately critical. Matthew Henry's another popular one. He has a 6-volume set that's available for free online, as well as this concise version. And Matthew Henry is Presbyterian, has a conservative theology, conservative approach to the text. A lot of people still use this today, kind of in that category of Spurgeon, I would say. A lot of people still quote him today and use this resource today. Speaking of Spurgeon, he didn't write a ton of commentaries. Mostly what's available online is his sermons, but he did write a collection of on the Psalms called the Treasury of David. This particular hard copy set that I have is in 3 volumes. This is just the first volume, but the entire Treasury of David is available online. Spurgeon I would call Reformed and Baptist conservative. Personally, when I read him, I think his sermons are still, they hold up better than some of his other writing. Not that it's not full of just a lot of nuggets and things like that, but his sermons especially pass the test of time. But again, he wrote a commentary on the entire book of Psalms, which is available for free online. Another commentary that is available for free online in audio format is this set by Martyn Lloyd-Jones. And this is, I think, 14 volumes in total. I'm just showing you the first volume. And this is actually available in audio. I'm not sure if the text is available completely online, but the audio is. And so I will link to that down below. I don't think I've ever talked about this resource before on my channel, so I wanted to add it to this video. This is an extraordinary set, and it's just an extraordinary story and this is an expositional commentary. Some might not even like me calling it a commentary, but I'm calling it an expositional commentary, which means that it's basically his recorded sermons on the book of Romans. He preached, I can't remember how long it was now, how many years he spent preaching through Romans, but it has to be one of the most extensive resources available on the book of Romans ever. I mean, so this is covering chapter 1. If I remember correctly, there's 7 sermons on the first verse. That's how thoroughly he covers the book of Romans. So again, the audio is available for free online, links down below. So let me know what you think of these resources, and let everybody know what free resources you like to use in the comments below. Thanks.